Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. And today I was away the last week, so I wasn't able to cover new things as it was happening. Luckily there wasn't anything too crazy, like there wasn't Injustice 3 revealed. There wasn't an Injustice update. It would have been impossible for me to make videos about it. So I'm glad none of that happened. But Rocksteady announced that they're making a Suicide Squad game. It's insanity, like how long it's been since they've said anything like WB in regards to DC video games and whatnot. But it's insanity. They finally have announced what they're working on, and it's a Suicide Squad game. Now here's the thing, we know nothing beyond this. It's pretty much, they put out a tweet, target locked, DC Fandom, August 22nd, hashtag Suicide Squad game, and it's an image of, I'm not sure who. It could be Bizarro, it could be regular Superman, it could be an evil Superman. We really don't know. I at first thought it was Bizarro, but then I don't know, I feel like it doesn't look fucked up enough to look Bizarro. I feel like Bizarro really looks kind of screwed up. His face, isn't his face all rocky and effed up and all that? But I don't know, he doesn't seem to look too bad. Of course, Rocksteady, these games have their own unique physical character models. They kind of create their own unique take, and it's not even consistent to game. For example, look at Poison Ivy in Arkham Asylum and City, and then look at her in Arkham Knight. She literally looks like a completely different person. A completely different person, right? Yeah, and that rings true for some characters. I feel like even Batman himself looks a little different. It could be aging as well, but I think they just like having unique designs game to game. And NetherRealm does the same thing. I mean, the character designs from game to game are completely different. And I can kind of commend them for that. The fact that they want to have a unique feel every game. Each game is its own creative, its own piece of creativity, and has to be designed a certain way. I can appreciate that. But in any case, let me get back on topic. So I just wanted to quickly you guys probably already know about this. I made a community tab post, so anyone who watches this channel probably already knows. And yeah, Suicide Squad game is happening. We don't know anything about it. Of course, there's a couple things we can assume. There have been some rumors that say that this game is pretty much called Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I doubt that's going to be in the title. It could be, but I just feel like that'd be weird to include in the title. It might be kind of like Injustice 2, where it's every battle defines you, but of course that might not be. That'll be a tagline, but it won't be in the actual title. So, who knows, right? But of course, one thing we can assume is that there's a Superman and there's a target on his head. So, and it has Suicide Squad. Yeah, there's two ways we can interpret this. Okay, I really did think it was Bizarro, but now I'm not too sure, because aesthetically, think about this, right? Bizarro would probably be on the Suicide Squad, right? I don't know if he ever has been, but just hypothetically, Bizarro is not a Justice League member, right? So why would there be a target on Bizarro's head, right? They're not targeting him, they're targeting Superman. Unless Bizarro is targeting Superman, but then it's who's in the picture, right? So I don't know. It could be Bizarro, could be evil Superman, it could be regular Superman. Yeah, we don't know. But overall, what we can assume about this game is that we're going to be hunting down Justice League members and killing them, and that opens up a lot of possibilities. Does this mean that we're going to get boss battles against the Justice League? Now you got to think about that for a second, right? Boss battles versus the Justice League, right? I mean, that's like Wonder Woman, that's Green Arrow, that's Martian Manhunter, Superman, Batman, The Flash, Cyborg. Did I miss anybody? Aquaman. Oh my god. Aquaman, dude. How sick would that be? Right? And the Suicide Squad, that could be like Reverse Flash. I mean, who am I? Like Cheetah, Black Manta, maybe. Of course, you got Harley and Deadshot. I'm a little tired of Harley, I gotta be honest, but hey, it's if this is a Suicide Squad game, well, it is a Suicide Squad game. So is she gonna be front and center? Probably. Deadshot could be. We don't know. Characters from the movie, from the 2016 movie, are probably a given, like Captain Boomerang El Diablo. Everyone who was in that movie will probably make it into this game. The guy who got his head blown off right at the beginning. Oh, Killer Croc. Fucking Killer Croc, dude. Jesus. I can't wait to play as... I hope Killer Croc is in the game. I so hope he's in the damn game, right? Oh, man. I love Killer Croc just because of Injustice, right? Injustice Mobile, when they put in Killer Croc and then my channel started doing well. I like him specifically for that reason. I don't really care about him otherwise, but just because he kind of like is special to me a little bit. Yeah. So there's not too much for me to elaborate on. I think I covered basically everything I want to talk about. There'll be a bunch of playable characters. Now, the only thing that's a little concerning is that this game is rumored to be a game as a service. And now I'm not even 100% sure as to what that means. I think it means like Fortnite, where it like just keeps receiving updates forever. Or not like forever, but just like it'll just like keep receiving updates, and it won't be like Arkham City or Arkham Knight, where it's like you pay $60, you have your game, and that's it, and then there's going to be some DLC later that you pay for. Right? That's what they've done in the past. Arkham Asylum, it's this story, and then you play it, and then you're done. And then there's other stuff you can do, and there like might be a little DLC, but that's it, and then the game is done, right? But what you're getting is a high quality crafted story and characters and an experience and all that. But I think what a game as a service is at launch there's like, I don't know, like 30-40% of a game, and then like the rest of the 60% will happen gradually with updates. I guess I'm no expert on this, so I don't really even know. So that's apparently like, let's say you start off with like 5 Suicide Squad members, and then this update we're adding 3 new ones, and then in 3 months from now we're going to add 2, and then in this month we're going to add like 3 boss battles and like a level. See, like, I don't know, right? There's only one thing that I know, right? This game is probably going to have some sort of online multiplayer. Probably like a battle royale. Like, Fortnite, right? I just feel like they have to do that, right? They have to. What every game is doing right now is having like some sort of battle royale mode. And I think what would be really good for this game is if they had like some online multiplayer, like some sort of battle royale where you pick a Suicide Squad member, and then you just go in, and they have their own signature style. One way I thought about it was, okay, like let's say there's 10 characters in the game total, right? When you jump into a match, it's like, okay, like there's these 10 characters, and there's only one character. There's only one of that character per match, so there's not like 5 Harley Quinns running around. It's like in this match, there's 10 characters. One person's Harley, one person's Killer Croc, one person's Deadshot. This is just my idea. I don't know if it's a good idea. Like, or maybe that's boring. Maybe you do want to jump into a map with like 10 Killer Crocs, right? So I don't know how they're gonna make that work, because Killer Croc, for example, he doesn't use guns. But Deadshot does. Does this mean that Deadshot is going to have some sort of crazy advantage over a character that doesn't use weapons really, like Reverse Flash or something? We don't know, and that remains to be seen. I don't even know why I'm talking about that, but it's just something that I'm just going to expect because, I don't know. It's just something I'm expecting. Some sort of online multiplayer feature, right? And it'll probably be like a battle royale or something. But overall, those are the characters I want to see. I want to see, we're going to see Harley, of course. We'll probably see the Joker, even though I kind of like don't want him to be a huge part of the game. Here's the only thing I want. I want Joker to be a playable character. Okay? I don't want him to be a villain. The only thing I don't want is for the Joker to be in a villain role. Okay? I want to play as the Joker. If I'm not playing as the Joker, then I don't really want him to be part of the game. Because, I mean, every single Rocksteady game has had Joker in a major role, and, like, we just need a little bit of a break, right? We need a little bit of a break from the Joker. I think we need a break from Harley, too. But it's impossible, because it's the Suicide Squad game, and Harley Quinn is big right now. She's, like, a huge cultural icon. So she has to be in the game, right? And she probably has to be the main character. So that's fine. And that pretty much means Joker pretty much has to be in the game alongside her, because Harley Quinn without the Joker is kind of like... Harley Quinn can exist on her own, but like... I don't know, I feel like she's intertwined with the Joker. The same way Batman is intertwined with the Joker, I feel like Harley really is intertwined with the Joker. So, whatever. I could see Joker. Honestly, though, I could see Joker being some sort of like DLC addition to the game. Like the game releases, and it's great, it's fun, and it's like, I don't know, like a 10 to 20 hour experience. And then, oh, here's our first addition. It's the Joker, and he's gonna come with his own set of like story and levels, and we're gonna add him to the online thing, right? I feel like that would be a good way to keep this game going, to keep it fresh for like 3 years or something. Yeah. And I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. This did go on a little longer than I thought it would. But yeah, in any case, that's Suicide Squad. It's Rocksteady, so it's going to be high quality no matter what. Like, for example, even though I say that, I didn't really like Arkham City that much. The truth is about that game only suffered from like 2 problems. The Bat Tank was in so much of the game. It was in way too much of the game. And it kind of ruined everything, right? The only other problem, if the Bat Tank was gone, I think that game would be 1,000 times better. But here's the other problem. The story in Arkham Knight also kind of sucks. I really kind of didn't like the story. And that's because the writer who wrote Arkham Asylum and City left, and then Arkham Knight was written by somebody else. And it's very clear that this is someone else, because I felt like the story was just kind of stupid. So, like, I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool in parts, but overall I thought it was kind of stupid. And everything with Jason Todd was kind of terrible. So, everything with Scarecrow was like good. It was like okay, it was good. Everything with Joker was phenomenal. Everything with Joker was fantastic, right? That was such a perfect part of the game. Like, if I were to name anything in Arkham Knight that was perfect, well, I would say, you know, the graphics, the voice acting, that was all perfect. But a lot of games have good voice acting and good graphics, like The Last of Us 2, and I haven't played it, but I doubt that I'll like it because the story seems like trash. But I don't think I'm going to be playing it. So, but the thing is that if anything in that game was perfect, it was the Batman Joker, the Joker hallucinations, and the whole everything regarding Joker. It was like perfect. He was not intrusive enough on the game itself, right? I mean, like, I remember watching like all of Joker's scenes. I think it's less than an hour. I think the game is like a 40-hour game, right? 30 to 40. But Joker, like in total, I think his total screen time is like an hour. right, of it. He like permeates he's like in the whole game, but he only like physically makes up like an hour of it. And I think that's perfect. And the same thing with The Dark Knight. Apparently, like, this is incredible. Like, apparently in The Dark Knight, Joker only has like 20 minutes of screen time or something like that. And that's because Joker's scenes are sprinkled throughout the movie. And yeah, it's like he'll have like a 2 or 3 minute scene, and then like, they'll spend 10 to 15 minutes just like going, like, having to deal with something the Joker did or is going to do. And that's like, and then after like 10 15 minutes, and then it's another 2-3 minute scene with Joker, and then like, 10 to 15 minutes we got to deal with what just happened. And that's how they had Joker go through the whole movie. He was always in the movie, yet he only had like 20 minutes of screen time. I think it was like 23 or 27 minutes or something like that. But yeah, they did the same thing in Arkham Knight, and it totally worked. Alright, but in any case, I brought all that up to just say, Rocksteady always does a good job. The only things that bring them down are when their ideas aren't good. That's the thing. Rocksteady can do anything. Anything. But their problem is when their idea person sucks. And that's the best way I can put it. I feel like they could create anything. Anything. But their only problem is if the guy telling them what to do is like an idiot, right? If he's saying, oh, let's do something stupid that everyone will hate. Rocksteady can do it, no problem. But are people going to like it? So that's the big thing moving forward. This game is going to be gameplay and technical and graphic wise perfection. But what if the story sucks? What if the ideas suck? They'll be perfectly executed, like on a technical level. But what if it's stupid? What if the story, what if the characters, what if their motivations aren't good? That's the only thing that can hold this back. This game as a service, in concept, even if Rocksteady pulls it off really well, technically, if the idea isn't good, it'll bring the whole experience down. That's what happened with Arkham Knight. The game was, in a technical perspective, it was very good, but the story wasn't up to par. The Bat Tank, it was great, technical-wise, but it was annoying. It kept showing up, and it didn't feel like a Batman experience. If you put that Bat Tank in a different game, it would be like, oh, phenomenal. If you made some sort of war game, and this Bat Tank was part of it that they made for this game, it'd be like flawless. The problem is, it didn't fit in this game. It should have been in a different game, or they should have done it differently. From an idea perspective, right? When you play the game, you're sitting there being like, this is stupid, why am I doing this? But I'm not saying, oh, the gameplay sucks. Oh, it's laggy, it's not responding, they need to do a better job coding. Like, that's not the problem. So what Rocksteady Suicide Squad needs to have is a good story, it's got to have good characters, the ideas have to be good. Rocksteady will do a great job every time on gameplay and graphics, and the voice acting will always be great. And the execution of the game itself, right? But the story, the ideas have to be there. And that's the biggest problem. They don't always, you never know. You could always hire some guy who's like, oh, he just has to be here, right? I don't know anything about that, but I'm just saying, from my perspective, the thing that has to be good here is the idea person or the idea group. If the ideas put into this game are bad, then that's going to trouble the whole experience. That's what happened to Arkham Knight. That's why Arkham Knight is like $3 now, right? That game was like $5 like a year after it came out. That's a problem. So yeah, in any case, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. I didn't want to sound too negative here. And I'm not negative at all. I am 100% excited. The only thing I wanted to bring up was the fact that what could bring down Suicide Squad, right? Now, this is the last thing I'm going to say, and then I'm going to leave. WB Montreal kind of has the opposite problem. Arkham Origins, I thought that game was really, really good. The story, the ideas, I thought everything in Arkham Origins was like really good. But I think the technical perspective is where that game suffered. That game had a lot of glitches. I thought there were things that could have been better, like gameplay wise, right? Like I just thought the overall game could have been better on a technical level. But in terms of ideas, I thought the game was fantastic in terms of ideas. And Arkham City, for example, and Arkham Asylum, those are example of two games where the technical and the ideas were perfection. Where the idea person, where the idea group and the technical group came together and it was perfection. Arkham City and Arkham Asylum are examples of games where I'm loving the ideas and I'm loving the gameplay. So those are things that this game and WB Montreal's upcoming Batman game, this is what these games have to do. And WB Montreal is making the new Batman game. So what they need to focus on is making sure this game is good technically and story-wise, of course, but I think story-wise they're going to be fine. Rocksteady, they're going to be fine on gameplay, graphics, and all that, but their ideas have to be good. Okay, I'm done now. I've repeated myself a million times. I thought this was going to be a short video, but now it's 20 minutes because I like to talk too much. Okay, so thank you. I hope you enjoyed. I'm very, very excited for this game and for Fandom. It's literally 24 hours of constant reveals, basically stuff probably for the next 1 to 2 years in one day, right? It's going to be crazy. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Keep on fighting. Have a fantastic day.